shutout in your career that had to have left a bad taste in you and your teammates' mouths on offense. Just how eager are you to get back out there and kind of get that taste out of your mouth? And can a short week like this be beneficial in that regard?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, not the performance we wanted last week on either side of the ball, but especially on offense, putting up no points isn't acceptable, and we know that. But excited to have a chance to get back out there and play again really quick. There's all sorts of challenges in this week, it being a short week, but we're excited to get back out there and play pretty quick.
Thanks, Matthew.
Dave?
So what is the biggest challenge of playing on a short week?
Quite a bit. The older I get, the more physically challenging it gets. But it's definitely mentally challenging as well, especially with a team like Houston that's not a common opponent. We don't play them every year. So there's quite a bit to learn in a short period of time. So got to get to know these guys, both personnel and scheme-wise. Figure out who's going to be available, who feels ready to go play for us, and then go out there and try and play as well as we possibly can.
Is there some familiarity with the defense just because it's, Romeo Cornell is similar, I guess, in philosophy at least to what you guys do?
A little bit, but it's not the same, Obviously, they're going to utilize their players to the best of their ability as we do with ours. So there's differences a little bit in scheme and philosophy, but I guess maybe at the core of it, there's some similarities.
And then the other thing I just wanted to ask you about was the thumb. How was it feeling? How did it come out of the game the other day? And just in retrospect, was there anything that it gave you trouble with at all, I guess?
No, not really. It feels pretty good. All things considered, playing a game just a couple days ago. So, I feel pretty good about it.
Thank you.
Barry?
Hey, Matthew. When, as an athlete, you figured out just to focus on right now, because, at least with us always, you're so hyper-focused. You don't seem to get down or allow us to drag you into the big picture. Like, you do that at Georgia? Was it high school? You always been like that, or?
I think it's something you develop. The longer you play this position, you gotta understand, what's important and what's going to help you go out there and play good football and what's not. So I try to focus on things that I can control and things that are going to be essential for me that week. It's a different way of living and a different way of going to work every day. I understand that, but it's something that works best for me.
All right, time for two more. Mike and then Stacy.
Yeah. Hey, Matthew, you've been through coaching changes. You've been through regime changes in your career. Deshaun Watson is in the midst of basically having to go through one now. What advice would you give him as kind of a younger franchise quarterback to how to handle that and how to maneuver it?
From what I know about Deshaun, he's got unreal head on his shoulders. Obviously a great physical talent. There's no question about that, but seems to be an amazing guy. So I don't think he needs much advice from me other than just be himself. From afar, he's a pretty outstanding guy and a heck of a football player.
I guess I was just wondering if there's stuff you learned from when you went through it.
Everyone is different, you got to sit there and just trust the process that you have as a player and understand that you got to control what you can control. And everybody's situation is different. You just got to learn how to make the best of yours.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Matthew.
Stacy?
Matthew, just a couple quick ones, if it's okay. Number one, just as the leader of this entire team, how do you ensure the morale continues to stay at a high level, especially heading into a nationally televised game on Thursday? And then J.J. Watt, just dealing with him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, as far as our team, we have another opportunity to go play a game in the NFL. Thursday, Thanksgiving in Detroit, it's a huge tradition, something that we're all excited about. We understand how many people are going to be watching this thing at home, it gets us fired up to go play. We still have a ton of opportunities to go play football and turn this thing around, get it going in the right direction. And as far as J.J. Watt goes, as disruptive of a player on the front as this league has seen in a long time. He's really physical in the run game, slippery, does a great job, not only getting after the quarterback, but batting footballs down and just has a great feel for the game. So I got a ton of respect for him. Played against him a few times, and just know what kind of player he is. He's a special one up front.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Matthew.
Thanks, guys.